Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good moment to you, wherever you are on this sweet, wild, sacred earth. I'm Julie Ling, and this is the voice of wonder. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome. Today, I want to talk about something lovely that I find I often give lip service and not as often do. And before I do, I invite you to just settle in, to let yourself as easily as a mist descends to the ground. Settle into your own being, your own body. Come into your sweet, wild, sacred body, feeling yourself settling like leaves in autumn, like flower petals spent in the spring, down through your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus where your inner sun dwells, your belly, and resting in the singing bowl of your hips. Feel as your breath comes, you come more present into your body, and as your breath goes out, you settle more deeply into your body, into your hips, onto the sweet, wild, sacred earth. Just riding the waves of the breath as they enter and carry away with them anything you do not need. Bringing in the breath, the most sacred thing already here for you without your doing or thinking or intending, and releasing anything that no longer serves you. Bringing in that life force and letting go of any static so that as the breath breathes you, you become more and more present here. Feeling yourself settling into every cell and every part of you, really here, fully present and noticing how it's easier than it's ever been. And you can feel your own ground, the ground beneath your feet, the ground beneath your hips, whatever supports your backside. Feeling your shoulders supported by the chair, the back of the couch, even imagining you're supported by the arms of someone who loves you. You are held in this moment, safe, protected, held, loved. And here's what I'd love to talk about today. I invite you into just the idea, the notion, the possibility. It's said that worry is practicing what we don't want. And I'm very good at it, and I suspect that you might be as well. I love the notion that the universe is a fast food restaurant that doesn't hear the word not or don't. And every time we pull up at this fast food drive-through, every time we say something or have a thought, we are ordering. How often are you ordering what you don't want? I don't want this happening. I don't want this happening politically. I don't want this happening with my friends. I don't want that. I don't want more of that. I hate this has happened. And every time you do that, the universe doesn't hear not. So you get another order of what you don't want, what you hate, what you wish would stop. And there's no blame here. I've done it. We've all done it. I catch myself doing it again. And so I invite you into another possibility. which is to practice what you love and practice imagining it. One of my mentors, Jen Mazer, the Queen of Manifestation, says that our imagination is how we intuit the divine's desires for us, the universe's desires for us. Substitute whatever word works for you. And as always, I invite you to accept only what vibrates as true for you in that tuning fork within you that vibrates with what is true for you. And with a breath of kindness as it comes and goes, blow the rest away. Accept only what vibrates for you. And I invite you to open to the possibility that this might, even if it's something you've dismissed in the past. Just for today, a grand experiment. What if? What if you imagined and you practiced what you would love? I would love this person, whoever it is, to see me with kind eyes. I would love to feel seen with kind eyes. I would love a softening in this thing. I would love to hear these words I've dreamed of from this person. And imagine it as if it's already happened. You know, science has shown that the subconscious cannot tell the difference between what you imagine and what happens. So you might as well imagine what you'd love. And it's also posited, and it's my experience, that when we feel it in our body, which is part of why I called you into yours, it feels even more real. It feels like it's happened. When we imagine it as if it's happened, or it's if it's happening now, or how it feels just after it's happened, your body can't tell. And here's my ninja move. I weave in things that have happened that I was dreaming of and how juicy they feel, and things that haven't yet and how juicy they feel. And then my being's like, wait, that happened. Did this happen too? And I just missed it. Oh, cool. How wonderful. And the trick is to do it without any attachment. You're not doing this to change other people or the outcome. You're doing this to change you. Because if what you're imagining, it feels as real and alive as what happens, it might as well be happening. And you get to choose. You get to choose in this moment and the moment after and the moment after and at any moment that you remember. And I invite you to offer yourself some grace when you don't. You get the experience of the thing you'd love for you. That changes you. And when you change you, everything around you responds to that. Maybe not instantly, but you'd be surprised how fast. I'm just going to play a little bit and let you settle in, invite you to settle in to imagining something that you would love. And if it takes you a few moments to know what it is, that's all right. Practice makes better, so practice a little bit. As you imagine this thing that you would love, how does it feel? Where do you feel the happiness of it? Is it in your heart? Is it in your right elbow? Is it in your belly? Does it flutter through you like butterfly wings? Or is it deep, like the sound of a pebble falling into a deep well? Is it indigo, like a night full of stars? Or is it like a sunflower? How does it feel to you? Imagining holding this vision, seeing yourself with a kind eye, having what you would love, maybe what you've dreamed of or not let yourself dream of, or been afraid to imagine for the disappointment of perhaps it not coming true. I offer you the possibility of seeing that part with a kind eye, holding its hand. And right now, just for this moment, wouldn't it be grand if you let yourself imagine it for the joy of just that? How it feels right now, imagining the universe is conspiring for your joy, imagining this thing that you would love as if it's already here. Maybe someone you haven't heard from in a long time calling you up out of the blue and saying, I was just thinking of you. Feel the delight of how that would feel to answer the phone or look at your phone and see it's them. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to drop into how it feels now as you imagine this thing already happening, all the juiciness of it. Is it grounding? Is it expansive? How does it feel just resting there and reveling in it? Feeling this in every cell of your body that you can, every part and particle that you can. Notice how you expand. Notice how you open. Notice how good this feels. Drinking it in. What if this is enough? Just feeling the loveliness of this right now in your body, in your being, in your heart, blooming like a flower in the sun as you revel in this imagining what you would love is already done. Feeling it in the space all around you, as if you're in a vast bubble of this thing that you love. As if you've already received it. It's already here. The kiss on your cheek, the happiness in your heart, and your feet on the ground. This is not some airy fairy vision. This is something you feel in your whole body and the space around you like a beautiful sphere. And you can return to this moment anytime you'd like. You can call it up and imagine it again, a little more deeply, a little more fully, a little more juicily, just for the pleasure of this, how it feels already having it. What if this is enough? What if you're already enough? This is already enough. And in this imagining, you're also placing that order without any attachment. If it comes, great. And if not, this juicy and delicious and nourishing in itself. And if you really want to go ninja, you could take this thing you've just imagined or anything else that you'd love, that you'd like to place an order for, and receive the energy of right now, the feeling of right now. You could take out a pen or sit down at your tablet or your laptop, or even if your phone, if you don't mind being all thumbs, and write it out and begin this way. You won't believe what just happened. And write about it as if it's already has, and you're soaking in it. Like palm olive, you're already soaking in it. And sign it. Write it out as if it's happened and see what comes. You might be surprised. And then sign it and date it. Like a contract that you agree to accept this fabulous thing in your life. You can if you'd like, and if you don't, that's fine. It's an invitation and an offer, and I kind of double dog dare you to do it anyway. What have you got to lose? So what have you got to gain? And if nothing else, it's a practice of seeing with a kind eye what you'd love as if it's already happened. And if all that happens is you feel great, wonderful, you feel great. What more can you ask for in this now here that will never come again, in this sacred moment that is only now and always is? So as you go out into your day or your afternoon or your evening or your night, carry this with you, this feeling of something that you would love as if you already have it. I wish you a beautiful and blessed day of practicing what you love just for how it feels inside of you. And I invite you to watch and see what shifts. I'm Julie Ling. Today, I invite you to let your heart and your vision sing by focusing on what you would love and seeing it as if it's already done. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed day. Again.